You just dismissed that fall. That is a dangerous mistake. You slipped in the bathroom before. You thought that was nothing serious. It is not. At your age, one fall can destroy your life, just one loss of balance. Your hip can rake instantly, and from that moment, everything starts to collapse. You can no longer walk home. You lose the ability to care for yourself. You become dependent on others. In the United States, 1 in 4 people over 65 fall each year. This is not a rare number. After a hip fracture, the risk of death within 1 year rises to 20 to 30%. These are real numbers, not empty warnings. You are facing this risk. This is not just about falling. This is osteoporosis. Your bones are weakening every day. Bone density is decreasing. Bone structure is breaking down. Inside your bones is becoming hollow, like a honeycomb, with just a small force. Your bones can shatter at glass. You feel nothing, but this process is happening. You may already have signs, but you are ignoring them. Persistent dull back pain. You think it is just aging. Wrong, that is a warning signal. Your height is slowly decreasing. You do not notice. Your back starts to curve. Your spine bends forward. This is not normal. This is the result of weak bones. You rig bones more easily now. Even a minor impact is enough. The most dangerous part. You do not lays, you have it. White and Asian individuals have higher risk, but Black and Hispanic individuals are diagnosed later when they find out. The damage is already severe. The consequences are much worse. You have no clear symptoms, but the risk keeps rising. You do not have time to ignore this. The next fall could be the last fall of your independence. You could lose the ability to walk, lose control of your life, all from a film moment. You must understand this. A fall is not simple. It is the end result of years of bone loss. You are standing at the edge. Act now, before it is too late. You feel nothing, but your bones are slowly decaying. This process is silent. No pain, no clear warning as you age. Bone breakdown accelerates. Bone formation slows down. Your body cannot retain calcium. Your bone structure weakens inside. It becomes hollow like a honeycomb. It looks normal outside, but inside it is already damaged with just a small force. Your bones can rake instantly, like rotten wood. A late touch and it snaps. You are destroying your bones every day. Without even realizing it, you sit too much. You move too little. You avoid sunlight. You lack vitamin D. You do not eat enough calcium. You lack essential protein. You drink alcohol regularly. You consume too much coffee. You use corticosteroids long-term without proper control. All of these are silently destroying your bones. The most dangerous mistake is believing you are fine. No pain means no problem. That is a deadly mistake. You think calcium alone is enough. That is a serious mistake. You think only a fall causes fractures. That is a dangerous mistake. Osteoporosis causes no pain, but its consequences are severe. By the time you discover it, a fracture has already happened. At that point, you have very few options left. You lose critical time. You lose the chance to prevent it. You must understand this. What you cannot see is what is slowly killing you. You cannot stay careless. Act today. You can comment your age or type number 1 if this topic relates to you. Subscribe so you do not miss upcoming videos. And share this video if you find it truly helpful. You have seen the consequences earlier. You do not have time to wait anymore. Your bones are weakening every day. Every day adds more risk. You do not need complicated methods, but you must act now, not tomorrow, not next week, today. There are 5 critical changes, simple but life-saving. If you ignore them, your fracture risk will rise. If you follow them, you can protect your bones. Many people know this, but they do nothing. They delay. They stay careless, and then they pay the price. A fall happens, a fracture occurs, and life changes completely. You do not want that outcome. But if you do not act, you are moving toward it. The most important thing is to start now. You do not need perfection, you just need to begin. Every small change has real impact. Every right action is protecting your bones. The final step is the one most people ignore, but it determines everything. You must pay attention. You still have a chance, but not much time left. You must use it. Do not wait until a fracture happens to start making changes, because by then you will have lost too much. You are standing at a choice: act now or pay later. The decision is yours. You want stronger bones, you must start moving. If you do not use your bones, they will weaken quickly. Your body responds clearly, no stress, no rebuilding. You need to put force on your bones to activate rebuilding. Brisk walking every day. That is the simplest step. Lightweight training helps bones handle pressure better. When bones bear weight, the body builds new bone. This is a natural process. You cannot ignore it. If you do not exercise, bones will all decline each year. You can lose 1 to 3% of bone density. That number sounds small, but it adds up fast. After a few years, your bones become noticeably weaker. After many years, fracture risk rises sharply. You do not see it immediately, but the damage is coming. You need 30 minutes a day, at least 5 days a week. This is not optional, this is necessary. You do not need intense workouts. You need consistency. If you have medical conditions, start slowly, but do not stop every step you take. Activates your bones. Every workout rebuilds your bone structure. The longer you delay, the weaker your bones become, the sooner you act, the more you protect yourself. Do not wait for pain. Do not wait for a fracture, because by then, you will have lost your best chance. Stand in. Today, walk, train, and start saving your bones. You just learned how exercise helps your bones, but without raw materials, your bones will still weaken. That material is calcium. Without calcium, your bones cannot maintain structure. If you do not supply enough, your body will take it from your bones. Your bones are being drained daily. You feel nothing, but loss is happening inside. You think you eat enough. In reality, most people do not. People over 65 need about 1,200 mg per day. If you do not reach this level, your bones keep weakening. Your body does not wait. It pulls from your bones immediately. This process is silent, but the damage is real. You must supplement correctly. Milk is a common source. Small fish eaten whole are excellent. Dark leafy greens also provide important calcium. You need multiple sources. Do not rely on just one. If needed, you can use supplements, but split the doses. Taking too much at once, your body cannot absorb it. The excess is wasted. You think you are getting enough, but you are not. This is a very common mistake, and it is weakening your bones every day. You have no alternative. You must provide enough calcium every day, consistently. If not, everything else will fail. Your bones need raw material right now. Do not wait for a fracture to think about calcium, because by then it is too late to fix. You are taking calcium. But it may be useless. You just learned about calcium earlier, but you are missing a critical factor. That is vitamin D. Without vitamin D, calcium cannot enter your bones. No matter how much you take, it becomes meaningless. Your bones receive no nutrition, and they continue to weaken. This is a very common mistake. Many people make it. About 4 to 6% of older adults are deficient in vitamin D. This number is alarming. You could be one of them. Without even knowing, you stay indoors too much. You avoid sunlight. You rarely go outside. All of these habits reduce vitamin D in your body. You must change now. Get sunlight every day, just 1 to 20 minutes. Sunlight helps your body produce vitamin D. This is the most natural way and the most effective. You do not need complexity. You need consistency. If it is not enough, you can supplement. About 800 IU per day. But do not overdose. You need to understand this clearly. Without vitamin D, all calcium efforts will fail. You are doing it wrong if you skip this. Your bones are waiting to absorb. But the door is closed. Vitamin D is the key. You must open it today. Do not wait until your bones are clearly weak to think about vitamin D, because by then you will have lost your advantage. You now understand how dangerous weak bones are. But there is one decisive factor, a fall. You can live with weak bones, but if you fall, everything changes instantly. Falls are the leading cause of fractures. This is not random. 95% of hip fractures start with a fall, just one loss of balance. The consequences can last a lifetime. You cannot control aging, but you can reduce fall risk. You must do this now. Your home may already be dangerous. Without you realizing it, slippery floors, loose wires, unsecured rugs, poor lighting, just one small detail is enough to cause an accident. You must organize your living space, remove all obstacles, install handrails where needed, especially in bathrooms and stairs. Use non-slips mats. This is simple protection. You must change your footwear. Choose proper non-slips shoes. Do not walk barefoot on slippery floors. But the risk is not only from your environment. Your body can also fail you. Poor vision, slower reflexes, medications that cause dizziness, sudden drops in blood pressure. All of these increase your risk of falling. You must check your vision regularly. You must review your medications. Do not ignore small warning signs. One moment of dizziness can lead to a fall. One fall can end your ability to walk. You do get a second chance to fix this. Preventing falls is protecting your life. You must act now. Before the accident happens, you have reached the final step. But it is the most ignored one. If you do not check, you will not know your bones are weak. Osteoporosis causes no pain. There are no clear signs. You still walk sigh. You think you are fine. That is a dangerous mistake. Until one day you suffer a fracture. And at that point, it is already too late. You cannot go back. You must detect it early, before a fracture happens. As early as 5 to 10 years before. That is your critical window to intervene and prevent. The only way is bone density testing. You cannot guess, you cannot feel it, you must test at least every 1 to 2 years. This is not optional, this is necessary for your safety, especially important if you are postmenopausal. Bone loss accelerates, risk increases faster. If you do not check, you are gambling with yourself, and you are slowly losing. Do not wait for symptoms, because when symptoms appear, the damage is already severe. You will have fewer options. One test can prevent one fracture. One right decision can keep you walking. You must act now. Schedule your test. Do not delay any longer, because every day, your risk is increasing. You have heard of this, but the question is, will you act? You think a fall is an accident. That is a dangerous belief. A fall is the result of years of buildup. Every day you ignore bone health, you move closer to risk. You do not see it immediately, but damage is increasing. Every bad habit weaken your bones a little. They add silently but dangerously, until one day you lose your balance. A fall happens, and everything changes. You can no longer walk fawn. You lose your independence. You depend on others. Life is no longer the same. This is not rare, this is daily reality. You still have a chance, but time will not wait. You must act now. Walk every day, exercise consistently. Get enough calcium, take vitamin D. Keep your environment safe. Check your bones regularly. This is not optional. This is necessary. The longer you delay, the higher your risk. The sooner you act, the more you protect yourself. Do not wait for a fracture to start changing, because by then you will have lost too much. Have you ever colon? If the answer is yes, you are in the danger zone. If the answer is no, you still have a chance. But not for long. If you do not act, you must decide today. Protect your bones or accept the risk. The choice is yours. If you find this helpful, do not forget to subscribe to the channel to keep following upcoming content. Every subscription motivates continued sharing of valuable information. And it would be great if you share this video. It might help your family or friends.